Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You're just 15 questions away from winning. You have a time limit for every question. Left over, if you do not answer a question within the time limit, the game will be over. At any time during a question, you can choose to walk away with you can use 3 lifelines. Phone a friend, where you'll call one of your friends, will ask the audience, where you'll poll the audience, and finally, double dip. That gives you an extra shot at a question if you fail to answer correctly. Let's take a look at the first 5 categories. Are you ready? Audience, are you ready? Let's get ready for the first question for $500. You'll get 15 seconds per question for the first 5 questions. The 8th month of the year is named after which of the historical figures? Alexander the Great, Augustus Caesar. Is that your final answer? You got it. Right answer. You've won $500. Get ready for your second question, worth $1,000. Which of these holidays always falls the same numerical day of the month? Easter, Independence Day, Thanksgiving. Is that your final answer? That's the correct answer. Won $1,000. Here comes the next question, worth $2,000. The United States of America is named after a famous what? Painter, explorer. Is that your final answer? You're right. Way to go. You've won $2,000. Here comes the $3,000 question. A dance craze of the 1960s was named after which of these foods? String bean. What is that your final answer? That's the correct answer. You won $3,000. For $5,000, what old-fashioned exclamation is repeated throughout the 1957 hit song, Great Balls of Fire? Holy mackerel. Is that your final answer? That's what we're looking for. You're right. $5,000. That's your first landmark. You can't leave with less than $5,000. For $7,500. For each of the next 5 questions, you'll have 30 seconds to answer each question. What actor donned fake chest hair and a ball cap for a cameo in the 2008 comedy Tropic Thunder? Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, George Clooney. Is that your final answer? Uh-huh. You got it right. You won $7,500. Let's move on to $10,000 now. The common expression, say it ain't so, Joe, originally referred to a famous what? Baseball player, politician, boxing champ, movie star. Is that your final answer? Yes! Good answer. You've won $10,000. For $12,500. In the popular series of TV ads that feature talking M&M candies, which M&M is female? Yellow, red, green. Is that your final answer? There's no fooling you. You got it. You've won $12,500. Only 7 questions are between you and $1 million. Let's move on to the $15,000 question. Home to the National Christmas tree, the park area directly south of the White House is known as what? The ellipse, the diamond, the triangle, the circle. Is that your final answer? Well done. That's correct. You won $15,000. 6 more questions between you and $1 million. Now let's move on to the $25,000 question. After turning him down many times, Amelia Earhart finally agreed to marry what publishing mogul? Frank N. Doubleday. Alfie, is that your final answer? Well done. That's correct. You've won $25,000. Good job. You made it to the second landmark and $25,000 guaranteed. Are you ready? 5 more questions and you'll be a millionaire. Get ready for the $50,000 question. Now you'll have 45 seconds to answer each question. Each year, Americans flock to receive an embrace from India's hugging saint, a guru named what? Veda. Daya. Is that your final answer? Oh yes, right answer. You've won $50,000. 4 questions away from the $1 million. Now, the $100,000 question. Named for the clay pot it is prepared in, tagine is a traditional cuisine in which of these countries? India, Turkey, Indonesia, Morocco. Is that your final answer? Right on. That's correct. $100,000. 3 questions away from $1 million. Here comes the $250,000 question. What real U.S. politician tells the Joker, "We're not intimidated by thugs" in 2008's The Dark Knight? Arlen Specter, Orrin Hatch, Patrick Leahy, Harry Reid. Is that your final answer? That's the right answer. You've won $250,000. 2 questions from $1 million. We're playing for $500,000 with this next question. The Voyager space probes traveling to interstellar space bear notes to extraterrestrials from whom? Lyndon Johnson, Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, Jimmy Carter. Is that your final answer? Yes, indeed, you got it. You've won $500,000. You've made it. Your chance at $1 million is next. For the $1 million question, you'll have 45 seconds, plus the time you banked, which comes out to, for a grand total of... Which piece of U.S. currency was the first to use the motto, "In God We Trust"? Nickel, $1 bill, 2-cent coin, $5 bill. Is that your final answer? Absolutely. Nice work. You got it. You won $1 million.